On a scale out of 10, I would say hello, my name is Nicole Bahati and I come from Rwanda and I am a student here in the University of Edinburgh. I'm doing a master's program in sustainable energy system. My experience here in the university here in the city of Edinburgh, it has been full of amazing moments but also tough moments. Starting from the very first time when we came here, we came in a period when it was during winter, the winter was starting, and it was really hard to navigate through with in a such coldness, but also the lack of vitamin D, because many of us, like the places where we come from, we have a lot of sun. So here it's like I was obliged to have to take some vitamin D. So it was really hard. That was the very tough moment. Plus the academic program, going to class and assignments. It was quite very challenging. But also the amazing moments. I was that like right now we are currently transitioning from winter to another season, which is spring. So I could see like some brightness and everything. It's really cute. But also talking of the amazing moment, I was so privileged. It was really a huge opportunity to come and then find myself in the community, like come and meet other scholars from different countries. Have really made me feel like that I should be strong, like not just feeling weak, and yet there are some other people we are together in the same journey. So I just felt like the amazing moment is to spend time with them, to have my flatmates, to feel like I'm not just alone on this journey. So that's one of the amazing moments. A part of receiving the scholarship, that was the best moment. Be part of such an amazing university and have the opportunity to be part of advanced resources that I didn't see while I was in Africa. So that would really, some of the thing would really surprise me and just be like, oh really, this is how things done. This is how, actually, if I'm studying in class, I would have some recordings after the class, which was really something that keeps on enhancing my ways of studying and understanding better. So yeah, that would be one of the amazing moments in the academic journey. uh, there's a lot that really push you when you're here to learn. I would start like myself coming from a different academic background. It's not to say that it's not a strong academic background, but it was very, like, it's very different if I compare to the one from here at the university. So there are so many things that I have to learn, especially when it comes to write a lot of essays, because I don't think I don't know, but I don't think, like, from where I come from, we've really had that challenging moment of having a lot of essays. But here you have to write, like, if an essay, like, that's really hard. Reading a lot of articles, writing your own ideas, make a whole story, like interpreting graphs. Like, I remember the very first thing that I had to, the very first assignment, it was about presenting, like working on a poster, more of bringing, like, interpreting the graphs. So it was really hard for me to, yeah, I could see the graphs, I can see what is written under the graphs, but I didn't know how will I even create a story out of the graph. So, but something that I've learned was, in that particular moment, something that I've learned is by even looking at the graph or by even looking at the figures, you can tell a story. Like probably there is something that you just grabbed at the very beginning when you see the graph. So that was like, I would say like that was so challenging, but also critical thinking, when in terms of writing you have to critique like voice, like the in the whole essay, do some amazing analysis to showcase that you're really understanding what you're writing, you're really understanding what's already in the paper, but also you have your own views towards what's it's already published. So that was one experience in terms of academic. It was oh, so many things. There are so many things, but that I really feel that was really quite challenging, but also it's an opportunity on the other side, because you get to learn a lot of things, you get to navigate things yourself, like through that challenge yourself, and then you just know that these things exist and this is how I go about it. Especially when it comes to study, like you spend nights in the library, just be like, there is no way, I should make sure that I finish this assignment. Like throughout throughout the whole week, I would say like most of the time I spend them in the library. The reason why I spend a lot of time in the library is the library here is really amazing, but also not just only that, because courses, coursework, and a lot of readings that the lecturer has given us that you have to go through before you even go for class, or even going through for you to be able to do the assignments. So like the library, that's where I get to navigate all of those kind of things that I'm doing. It was really hard. It was really hard in terms of, it gets so overwhelming that you just feel like, ah, no, this is really hard for me. On a scale out of 10, I would say 7, but I just don't know why, but I feel like there's so much that I was able to navigate through, and that really makes me feel so strong. And yeah, they just say that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So I'm not crying anymore. But again, yeah, sometimes it gets overwhelming. You just feel like I don't know how to go about this. Maybe you've been, for example, like spending a lot of time writing an essay. You just feel like no, like I have ideas, but how will I have to formulate the whole paragraph and all of those? So sometimes it might really get hard, but also which can make you cry, but also when you're smiling after the result, you just even forget that you've gone through such a moment. Yeah, my advice from student coming from Africa to study here, the very first thing, it's really a huge opportunity. I just remember in Africa, like back at home, someone used to, like, someone could tell you, yeah, it's just gonna be easy. I feel like things, yeah, it's gonna be hard, but also it's just gonna be easy. But my advice is just to know, having some readings, prior readings, for you to understand the program, to challenge yourself, but also learning having just to have like a strategy, because it's not really easy. Like a simple example, I just look at how I keep on changing my timetable, like my own individual timetable, to see how I can address my assignment, how I can just perform well. And yeah, I feel like for those who are looking forward to come here, have a strategy, read about your program. Because back at home, I wasn't like a person into readings, but here I'm just forced to read. Like I have to read to understand, to make this assignment. Yeah, that's my experience.